Right, hello, it's the 24th of February and I'm holding up a headline from the Times of yesterday, 23rd. Brussels investigates claims of unfair subsidies to Royal Mail. So, we didn't lose our sovereignty when we joined the common market all those years ago, did we? Well, here we are. The report says the European Commission has begun an in-depth investigation yesterday, or the day before yesterday that would be, into 2.6 billion pounds worth of subsidies apparently given to the Royal Mail by the British government illegally. So our own government has apparently illegally given some sort of subsidy to Royal Mail, the Royal Mail. Illegally. Whose laws? Well, you guessed it, Brussels. Brussels are the people who are saying that we've got to be investigated here. The inquiry was triggered by complaints from some of Royal Mail's competitors, including TNT and DHL. You might have seen vans with those two companies going around. Well, DHL is owned by the German Post Office. German Post Office, which was itself investigated for receiving illegal payments, illegal according to the European Union laws, if we're allowed to call them laws, itself. The Commissioner for Competition, somebody called Neelie Kroes, Dutch, don't know, is quoted as saying, "I take the complaints received very seriously. The postal sector is increasingly open to competition, and it is important to reassure competitors that the advantages of that opening are not neutralised by illegal state subsidies." At the moment, our post offices are facing all kinds of crises with respect to the closure of lots of them around the country, and in so many places they are a vital part of the community life. And there's nothing wrong with them being kept open using government subsidies if they are a good way of maintaining the social fabric of our communities in this country. But those of you who support membership of the European Union have to understand that this is a European Union regulation which is simply riding roughshod over any British desire to keep our post offices open. What ought to happen is that all of these companies that were formed in the wake of the removal of the post office's monopoly because of European Union regulations should be closed down. The post office should be the only organisation delivering anything around the country. It would then very likely require less subsidy than it's getting at the moment, and the notion of the subsidies being illegal anyway is outrageous. And I should be writing to this Neelie Kroes woman asking her how can she sleep at night interfering in the internal affairs of another member state, because that is what she's doing. Oh, but she's allowed to, because we are in the EU. When did we last have a vote on membership of the EU? Well, never, because the referendum we had back in 1970, whenever it was to do with something called the common market. We've never been asked about the EU. There is currently a petition on the government's website, and I urge you all to go to it. You go to petitions.pm.gov.uk/repeal, REPEAL. That should get you to the petition asking the government to repeal the 1972 European Communities Act, which is what we must do. Otherwise this country will be just going further down the drain. Thank you.